Hey, what is up guys, it's DragonxDuelist here, and today I'm bringing you a video, more of a discussion on a grim topic that has been all over the Yu-Gi-Tubing community right now, and the Yu-Gi-Oh community in general. And it is the topic of, is Yu-Gi-Oh dying? So if you guys don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh Pro has just been shut down as of a couple days ago. And Dueling Network also has been shut down as of a couple days ago. So only a few people can get into Dueling Network. If you already had Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, you can still use it, but I don't think the cards will be updating. I think that's how it's gonna work. So if you don't have Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, you cannot download the application now. And if you previously did have it, then now it won't be updating anymore, doing live updates. So this is pretty bad. As you guys know, of course, NAS or Nihon Ad Systems, the guys that own the rights to the images of the cards, are the cause, and or Konami, because they also did mention that they wanted to shut down these sites a long time ago, but they haven't gotten around to it. So now that stuff is getting shut down, of course we look to them as the cause. So now that these two are gone, Yu-Gi-Oh Pro and Dueling Network, Devpro is more than likely going to be next in line to get shut down. So why is this bad? Why is this bad business for Konami in general? The community has nowhere to play Yu-Gi-Oh now online, because the online platforms for Yu-Gi-Oh basically were for people who either could not play Yu-Gi-Oh in real life because of lack of funds, because of location, not having locals, or simply because they just couldn't or didn't have time for it in their actual busy schedule to like go down to their locals and just go play for a couple hours. And the online community did help with that, because you could just anytime you could just hop on your computer, get on Yu-Gi-Oh Pro or Devpro or Dueling Network, whatever you wanted to get on. You could go ahead and play a couple games with millions, thousands of people online, and you could get that same experience that you experience in real life in an online community where tons and tons of people are there to do the same thing, have fun playing the game itself without investing tons of money into the real life game, and without investing a ton of time into playing the game in real life. This is really bad, because also Yu-Gi-Tubers, me myself, more of the bigger channels bring in most of the popularity and the audience to Yu-Gi-Oh. I can't count how many times that I've seen people that play Yu-Gi-Oh go on to YouTube and search up a deck profile or two, and then they use that as a starting point to build on their decks, and then they test them online, and then they make them in real life, investing their money into the game. And that's really bad for Yu-Gi-Oh, because that popularity that we Yu-Gi-Tubers bring in, especially the bigger YouTubers like Asian Eyes and Capital G, they will not have any more Yu-Gi-Oh content to create. I'm sure they will create more content that will not be Yu-Gi-Oh related if Devpro does go down, and if the whole community, if the Yu-Gi-Oh community as a whole just shuts down and the card game fails. I'm pretty sure they'll have backup plans to upload on their channel, then more than just Yu-Gi-Oh. They'll probably switch to another card game. I'm not sure what I'll do yet. I'll probably shut down this channel and then continue working on my gaming channel if this does happen, because I don't think I could even function on my channel without having the online database as a premise for my videos, because as you guys notice, I do not do any real life dueling videos, any type of stuff like that. Although I do have a couple filmed, I don't really play the game in real life enough to have content for you guys on a weekly basis as I do now. Of course, there could be discussion videos, but sometimes discussion videos don't cut it. You need to have more than discussions on your channel. You need to have some form of gameplay with Yu-Gi-Oh! Itself in order for your content to be interesting and for it to continue flourishing into the type of content that the viewers want. So YouTubers bring in most of their audience into the game. They've even brought back people who've previously given up on the game itself, and they've like traded their cards in and stuff, sold them. And once these people who've retired from Yu-Gi-Oh! Go onto YouTube and see all these people that are still invested into the game and what the game has become, they get really excited and they're like, okay, I'm gonna get back into the game. I'm gonna start using Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, Dueling Network, Devpro, and stuff like that to really get back into the game and start investing into the game. 90% of the time, those people that come back into the game usually end up investing in the game again by buying cards in real life, because sometimes the playing online isn't as satisfying as playing in real life, if you guys get what I'm saying. Like, that online community is there and it is just as good as the in real life community, but at the same time, in real life gives you a type of personal experience that the online community just can't give you. So yeah, 90% of the time they end up investing into the game anyway by buying cards, especially cards that they're familiar with, the older cards, stuff like that. Also, this is bad business because pretty much all of the official Konami Yu-Gi-Oh! Games have failed. At least the games that have been on PC, Dual Arena, and those other type of games, they've all failed. They've all went down the tubes. I know that the console games are pretty alright. They've just introduced pendulums, and I'm pretty sure they can't update the database in the console games. But console games aside, that online community is just not as good as having this type of online community, this type of interaction with people, and this type of easy access to millions and millions of cards, of your favorite cards, of the type of decks that you want to build, and you have it on demand right here in one spot. Now, Konami wants to take that away, but they have to realize that if they're going to take all this away, they have to make a game that is superb, that has all the features that Dueling Network, that Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, that Devpro has or have had in the past. And it has to provide long time commitment to updating cards, to giving people the type of easy access to the cards as they want, instead of having these type of freemium games that they make where you download the application for free, but then it has so many microtransactions that it's not even funny. Like, you have to buy decks literally, even if it's considerably less than how much the deck costs in real life. I wouldn't want to spend money on something virtual, on virtual cards that I can actually spend money on in real life, that I can actually look at in real life, and that I can actually own in real life. And even if you have those cards in a database online, they can be deleted. So if you pay for it and it gets deleted somehow, then that makes it all for nothing. So that's the problem with Konami's online games that they've made in previous years, and they've all shut down. Especially Duel Arena. That was that had a nice concept, except for the part where you had to pay for everything. The automation was pretty good. Everything was nice, except that you had to pay for every single thing in the game if you wanted something good. If you wanted to play against another player that had, it's basically whoever. It's basically pay to win. It's whoever has the biggest bank, they win. So if Konami are creating a new game, I guarantee it will not be up to par to from Dueling Network, from Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, from Devpro. It will not be up to par to those standards that players had for these three systems that people used every day. Like, I've never been on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, I've never been on Dueling Network, I've never been on Devpro, where there's been literally nobody online unless the servers were down. I've never seen it. So Konami in this situation have to be less money hungry, because it's not just NAS, it's Konami, because they've also considered taking down these sites. I don't think they've gotten around to it yet, except for now. NAS is pretty much doing all the work for them. I'm assuming that they're creating some type of online service to play Yu-Gi-Oh! On, but I'm pretty sure it'll end up like Duel Arena. It'll fail, it'll be some type of freemium concept, and it'll go down the tubes very, very fast, and it'll pretty much end all of Yu-Gi-Oh! It'll be a failed card game. And this game has been going for a good amount of time. It's been going on since the 1990s, and from 2016, from the 1990s to 2016, that's a very, very long time to have one card game go that long. Even Magic has been going just as long as Yu-Gi-Oh! But the thing that Magic has that Yu-Gi-Oh! Does not is that the main company, Wizards of West Coast, I think is their name, that runs Magic, they are completely invested into the online community. They make games for their player base because they know that some people don't have access to the places, the shops, the card shops that most people have access to in real life, and they don't have the type of money that they can just spend on cards all day, every day. So they created stuff like Magic 2015, all the Magic games that they created, Magic 2015, Magic 2016, all of these games. This has even been put into the App Store, as you can see right here. It's even been put into the App Store, even been put on Steam. The app is free. You can buy the game for only $10, and I'm pretty sure it's constantly updated, which is insane that Konami does not do the same thing. They do not follow the lead of Magic. And Magic is the most popular card game right now. Honestly, Magic is way more popular than Yu-Gi-Oh! Honestly, if you go into a Walmart right now and you go into the section where they sell like TCG playing cards and stuff like that, you'll see more Magic, more Pokemon than you will see Yu-Gi-Oh! And that is a problem. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is definitely going down the drains, and Konami is ruining it with this one. Nihon is ruining it with this one right now by taking down these sites that were worked very, very, very hard on. I'm sure they were worked really hard on by a group of people that were dedicated enough to the game to give people a community where they could battle each other, where they could duel each other, where they could talk to each other, trade deck recipes and stuff like that. And they were that dedicated to the game, and they had so much passion to the game that they would create sites like Dueling Network, where people could pretty much do what they would do in real life inside of a game. And that is mind-blowing to me. that they would do something like that. So now that I've talked about why that's a bad business decision for Konami, I'm gonna give some type of potential systems you can play Yu-Gi-Oh on in the event that Devpro is seized. So a lot of people are wondering, like, oh my gosh, why is Konami doing this? I'm not gonna have anywhere to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Devpro is gonna get seized, and we'll have nowhere to play. We'll have nowhere to play Yu-Gi-Oh. So I know of only 2 other applications where you can play Yu-Gi-Oh, and I believe one of them is constantly updating. I'm not sure about the other, but these are places where you can still play Yu-Gi-Oh. If you have computers that cannot download stuff, I believe one of them work. If you can't download it, I'm not sure, but yeah, one of them is the Salvation server, and this has been up for a good while now. I'm pretty sure this one has all of the new cards first before Devpro. I haven't played in a while. I have to re-download it because this is a new computer, but I believe this still has the new cards before Devpro even receives them. And yeah, this is a good place to play if Devpro is seized. I'm not sure if Konami or NAS knows about Salvation server. Another one is Yu-Gi-Oh! Dawn of a New Era. This one is all right. It's more of an older one. I'm not sure if it's continuously updating because I haven't used it in a good while. So I'm not sure if it's continuously updating, but you can go in here to play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's more of a dueling network type of Devpro because they've put a lot of stuff, a lot of features into it. Actually, let me go to the website. Unless it redirects me. Yeah, it redirects me there. So yeah, I'm not sure if this one is constantly updating. I don't know if it's currently updated. I'm not sure, but you can try this one. But I would recommend Salvation server if Devpro does get seized. So yeah, those are my 2 options. 2 things I will fall back on if Devpro does get seized. If these 2 get seized as well, then I will probably stop making Yu-Gi-Oh videos. I will probably go back to my gaming channel. I don't really play any other card games. I'm not really interested in any other card games. Maybe if I watch an anime based on one of the card games, I will come back and be interested in it. But other than that, I'm not really interested in any other card games. Been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for my whole life pretty much. I've never played any other card game. So I do have a potential solution if this can get out to as many people as possible. What I have is a petition. I did this last time for when Dueling Network had their images taken. It didn't really spread as much as I wanted to, but this one I want to spread everywhere. I want everyone to see it. I want everyone to sign it. All you have to do is follow the link down in the description below. I will post a link down in the description below for you guys. I will be sending it to multiple Yu-Gi-Tubers. You guys can help me send it to these Yu-Gi-Tubers, help it get out there, because I want everybody to sign this. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I do not want to see Yu-Gi-Oh! Fail, and I want Konami or Nihon Ad Systems to see this petition and see how many people are dedicated to the card game itself, and hopefully that can sway their opinion. I know Asian Eyes is contacting some of Konami's people and representatives to see if he can help stop this. But for right now, this is the only solution that I can do myself. I am a smaller channel. But if we can get this out here, then we can potentially sway Konami or Nihon Ad Systems' opinion. At least we can help them create their online database for playing. We can pretty much give them advice on what kind of game we want if they are going to start shutting down these sites. So yeah, the link will be down in the description below if you guys would like to sign it. Please, 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 please share this video with your friends. Share this petition with your friends if they enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! If you enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! Sign it, please. Please also try to share this with as many Yu-Gi-Tubers as you can, because I know I am not subscribed to all of them. I will share this with as many of them as possible though, and I will try to get the word out. So the link will be in the description below. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe to my channel. I shall see you guys later. Peace.